Hi guys, I thought I'd jump on here because I thought, funny thing, Wednesdays are for websites. That's what I'm bringing to you today. I don't know if you've checked out the recent blog on the Landscaper's Coach on the website. You can go and check it out if you prefer reading. But I wanted to just jump on here because websites are so important, particularly for us business owners, because that is our shop front. That is how people are going to find us, how they are going to begin a relationship with us. And it's crucial that you actually have an effective website that will attract new clients into you and bring new inquiries. Because if your website isn't up to scratch and it's not working how you want it to, then it's not going to be working for you by generating the leads. So I wanted to bring you the 5 components of a landscaping website that you need to think about if you are developing yours, updating yours, doing a brand new one. So the first things first are really high quality visuals. Ideally, they would be of your own work. I know if you've just started out, that's quite difficult, but they need to be really high quality. You need to showcase before and after so you can show the client the journey. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and that's very true when it comes to landscaping. We are showcasing how we can turn their visions to reality. You need to keep the file size of your image to a minimum though, so you need to bear that in mind. The second thing you need is it really needs to be user-friendly. It needs to be easy to navigate for a client. You need to start thinking about how your client is going to jump on and use your website. How are they going to move through your website? It needs to be really clean. It needs to be easy to read, and it needs to have a very well organized design. The third thing you need is clear call to actions. And call to actions are basically telling the client what you want them to do. So when they get on your website, what do you want them to do? It guides the visitor into taking action. So that could be calling you, emailing you, filling in the contact form, downloading a brochure, anything you want. There's lots of call to actions you need to have and you could have, but you just need to make them very clear and very available on your website. Number 4 is mobile responsiveness. Your website needs to be enabled to be shown on a mobile. Well, more and more people are using smartphones, as we know. Most people use smartphones over computers, I think, nowadays. So it needs to look and function as seamlessly as possible on a smartphone as much as it does on a computer screen. Number 5 is SEO best practices. You need to have search engine optimization in order to drive organic traffic to your website. So not paid for traffic, organic traffic. And these are things like keywords. It's like meta descriptions. It's making sure your site loads really quickly. So that's going back to looking at image sizes as well. You need to have good content. You need to have blog posts. You need lots of different things to create a really good search engine optimization on your website. You basically need to get found, and you need to be consistent with updating your content in order for Google to like you and to see that you're constantly providing new and improved content. Now I'm going to add an extra one here that isn't in the blog, but it's number 6, and I think it's possibly the most important, and that is your content. You need to make sure your content and your wording on your website talks to your client, which goes back to looking at your avatar or your ideal client. It needs to talk to them. It needs to identify and solve their pain points. It also needs to be aware of and have in it keywords, and that comes down to what pages, etc. But you need to think about that before you create this website or amend your website. But overall, your content must be good quality. It's got to be easy to read for the client, and it needs to engage the client. So it needs to get them thinking you are talking directly to them, which is why it's very important to have a clear client profile or avatar. So that's all from me. Wednesdays are, of course, for websites. And if you want to check out the full blog, go to the blog section on our website or click the link in bio. And got any questions? Drop me a DM. See you later.